Shea Dixon here, the Bengal Tiger, LSU's On3 site in Nashville at the On3 Elite Series, joined by a 5-star here, Dorian Brew, playing out of Texas right now, one of the top corners in America and one of LSU's biggest targets.
Yes, sir.
Let's start here. I was just chatting with your dad, Derek Brew. That name rings a bell to a lot of LSU fans. He was a very decorated track star back in the day at LSU.
Yes, sir.
He was reliving his glory days out there, but was that your first exposure to LSU growing up? His dad playing that, running track there?
Yes, sir. A lot of, LSU, decorations around the house, my first time going to LSU was this past year when I took my spring visit my sophomore year. But, just seeing all the things in the house, the photos my dad would show me, all the memories, I knew kind of what to expect, going up there.
Now that you've become a recruit, you were in Ohio or in the Midwest for a while, like you said,
sir.
moved down to Texas, a bit closer to LSU now, obviously.
Yes, sir.
But Cory Raymond got hired in January.
Mm-hmm.
He's obviously made you a major priority. What's y'all's relationship like? You've made visits and all that since then.
He was recruiting me when he was at Florida, so, we kind of already had like a jump start on that relationship. Once he moved back to LSU, he kind of like amped it up, like made it known, like this is where I want to be, and let's get it on. But the relationship with Coach, I feel like I probably have one of my best relationships with Coach Raymond. I talk to him every day. He calls and checks up on me. I'm going up there probably in like 3 days for my official, so I'm excited for that.
Yeah, the first official visit for Dorian will be LSU this weekend. It's a 5-star weekend, and really since Cory got hired, the two kind of top targets have been you and a guy named DJ Pickett. Y'all two kind of sit right there at the top of the corner rankings, but he's making his visit this weekend as well. So what are you looking forward to out of the weekend? Getting to be around other guys or meeting with the staff? What is an official visit like that's different than unofficial?
I'm looking forward, being around the other guys, on most of my visits, I haven't really been, around the other recruits. So, spend time with them, and most importantly, spend time with the staff still. I'm just ready to get back up there, see Coach, defensive coordinator, head coach,
Who kind of run people down after LSU? You've got a few more visits planned out. Where are you headed?
To Oregon, Texas, and then Ohio State and USC.
So busy month coming up.
Yeah, it's a very busy month.
You feel like after that you'll have a feel of where you want to end up?
Yes, sir. I'm planning to make my decision the last month of June.
Yeah, so
yes,
before your senior season.
Yes, sir.
For those that don't know, Dorian, who runs track himself, mom ran track at Ohio State, dad at LSU, so you've got that in your blood. Both schools are in the mix here. USC's made a big impression. A lot of schools obviously are in contention. What is it about LSU that really has your attention as a top kind of competitor in the race? DBU,
Coach Raymond, what he's done, in the past, who he's coached, the development, I feel like him, as a coach is unmatched. He has the development, he has the guys, he's proven himself to put a lot of guys in the league. He's a great coach, great guy, outside of coaching. We talk every day, sometimes we talk, it's not even about football, so, yeah.
And wrapping up here, Dorian, when you look right now, Cory Raymond got brought back in January. He'd been on staff for 10 years prior to that. You talked about him recruiting you at Florida. There's a big push, I think, right now for LSU to rebuild that DBU mindset. Is that something Coach Raymond's pitching is not really even early playing time, but the need for a player like you?
Yes, sir. He said this is the first class, since he's back that he's recruiting. So, he says it's very important. He wants to get the important pieces for the defense.
Well, big stretch coming. Best of luck on your 5 visits, which kicks off this weekend in Baton Rouge. We'll catch up with Dorian after that visit, and then you guys heard it. And maybe by July, I'll be ready to make a decision. And best of luck with that. And you might be looking at a future Tiger. We'll see.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Absolutely.